purposes' sake.
Not for Julie.
Not for Julie. Right, so I've set myself up. And we've worked so hard today, haven't we? So what we do, we just have just a quick run through the moving auto stop, and just so you feel happy with it.
Okay.
So if you've done the brief, if you just run through the consolidation.
Fine.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay, Tony, so I'm just going to consolidate a couple of things that I'm going to be asking you to do.
All right.
So first and foremost is the steering. Now if you can imagine the steering as a clock face.
All right.
And I'm going to be asking you to steer either 5 or 10 minutes to the right or to the left. So 5 minutes to the right, 10 minutes to the right, and then if we straighten the wheel up again, I could also ask you to steer 5 minutes to the right and then 10 minutes to the left.
All right, yeah.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and straighten up.
All right.
So that's literally all the steering we're going to be doing today. Also, I'm going to be asking you to what we call cover the brake and cover the clutch. Now, what that basically means is that your feet are going to be over the pedals, but you're not actually going to press them until I ask you to do so.
All right. All right.
Okay, so I should be asking you to cover the brake and cover the clutch as well. Okay, so if you'd like to set yourself up.
I've done all that.
So we're ready to go. Okay, if you want to start the engine. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select first gear.
All right.
So clutch all the way to the floor. That's important we select first gear because if we put it in third gear, for example, we could stall. We're on a slight slope here. We could stall the car and we could be stranded here. Okay, so it's always important we select first gear.
Yep.
We're now going to set the gas.
All right.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is push the gas pedal the thickness of a £1 coin.
All right.
And just take it off thickness of a £1 coin.
Oh, it's completely off now.
Okay, so just try it again, Tony. Thickness of a £1 coin on the gas pedal.
All right.
Okay, keep your foot still there.
Right.
Can you hear there's a lively hum on the engine?
All right.
Okay, we are on a slight slope here as well, so a little bit of extra gas is fine. It's important, keep your feet still, it's important that we have the right amount of gas. If we've got too much, we could end up shooting forward into the back of this red car, or a pedestrian could walk out and we could run them over.
All right, yeah.
But it's important we don't have too little, especially on this hill here, because we could end up again stalling the car.
Oh, okay,
as
right,
well.
yeah.
Okay, so we're now going to find the biting point on the clutch. So what I'd like you to do, Tony, is bring your foot up 1 centimetre at a time from the clutch. So bring your foot up 1 centimetre.
Centimetre.
Which is that much.
Oh, that much,
yeah.
All right, yeah.
And another centimetre.
All right.
Keep your feet still there. Keep your feet still. Can you hear the car's creaking a little bit there? So put your foot down about half the width of a £1 coin.
All right.
Keep your feet still there.
Yeah.
Now again, it's important that we don't have too much clutch, because when we move off, we could end up shooting up forward, end up hitting this car. Could be a pedestrian walking across the road.
Just remember the exact words. Is don't say too much clutch. It's important we don't have the clutch too high or too low. Yeah?
Okay, so it's important we don't have the clutch too high,
yeah.
Because we could end up shooting forward, could end up hitting the back of this car, running over a pedestrian here. But it's also important that we don't have too little clutch, because we could end up rolling backwards and we could run a pedestrian over who's walking across the road at the back of the car there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've now set the car up, so we're going to do our observations now. So first...
So what's that bit called? It's called...
So that's your preparing the car. So that's the P of your POM routine. Yeah. So we're now going to do the O part, which is the observations. Okay. Yeah. So the first place we're going to look, Tony, is we're going to look in our interior mirror here, Tony. So check in the mirror. Yeah. Is anyone coming up behind us?
No.
If there was someone coming up behind us, we're going to let them through, and we're just going to carry on with our observations. So now we're going to check on our left-hand door mirror. Have we got any pedestrians or cyclists? Anyone coming up on this side of the road here?
I'm too close to the curb and they go up the side of the road.
Okay, but there could be a cyclist actually coming along the pavement here who'll bump off the curb there, so it's important that we look.
No, there's none there now.
Okay. And we're checking in front of us here if we've got any cars coming towards us, any pedestrians looking to cross the road. We're checking over to our right now, Tony, so check to the right there. Have we got any pedestrians looking to cross the road here?
No.
We're also going to check our blind spot. Now that's the area not covered. Keep your feet still there. That's the area not covered by our mirrors, and it's between your head restraint and the door pillar.
All right.
So if you get your head right the way around there, Tony, so right round between there.
All right.
Keep your feet still. What can you see?
Oh, I can see that great bit. I can see that maroon car and that drive opposite.
Okay. So there's So is there any pedestrians, any cyclists there?
No,
That car could be a pedestrian.
Yeah, I can see that maroon car pointing
Yeah.
out this way.
Okay. So now we're going to release the handbrake.
All right.
And so release the handbrake, Tony. Keep your feet still. Okay, take your clutch up thickness of a pound coin.
Do I need a signal?
And we're going to consider a signal. There's no one that will benefit from the signal here, so we're not
All
going
right.
to signal on this occasion. Now steer 5 minutes towards you, Tony.
All right.
And straighten up. And steer 5 minutes towards me. And straighten up.
Is that your fault, clutch now?
And bring your foot gently off the
All
clutch, but keep your foot over the clutch, cover
right.
the clutch. And we're going to pull over to the left, just
What,
after
now?
just after the post box
All
here
right.
on the left hand side. So check your interior mirror, Tony. So
Right.
check that mirror.
All right,
check
yeah,
the mirror.
yeah.
Check your left hand door mirror. Consider a signal. So we're going to put our signal on here, Tony. So put your signal on.
Why am I signaling?
We've got a chap up here.
I'll get somebody behind me as well.
Yeah. So put your signal on. Steer 5 minutes towards me. And 10 minutes towards you.
All right.
Come off the gas. Cover the brake.
It's gone back out again.
Steer 5 minutes towards me.
All right.
Straighten up. Cover the brake. Cover the clutch.
Yeah.
And clutch down.
Yeah.
Brake thickness of a pound coin.
All right.
Brake thickness of a pound coin.
All right.
Bring the car to a stop. Okay, keep your feet still.
Yeah.
Put the handbrake on.
All right.
Take the car out of first into neutral. Cancel your signal. And relax your feet.
All right.
And tell me, where does the curb cut into the front
exactly.
of
It's
the
a
car?
place
here?
that we picked earlier on.
Okay, so we can actually use that as our reference point for parking the car on the left-hand side here, so we don't go too far over and damage our wheels or
All right. Yeah.
pop up on the curb. My brain's gone.
You got dandruff?
Probably.
It affects your scalp, doesn't it?
Scalp. Yes, scalp. Right, so I'm back in the room now. So do you think this is a safe, legal and convenient place to park?
I wouldn't know, mate. I've never done this before.
Okay, well what we're looking for is we don't want to be parking over anyone's driveway,
Right.
which isn't very convenient. Also, we don't want to be parking opposite a bus stop, anything like that,
Right.
because we could force cars out into the middle of the road, be blocking the way there. We don't want to be too much further into where this turning is here, because we've got this chappies on the other side of the road already there.
I suppose it wasn't great to park there, really, was it?
Not ideal, actually, no, but bearing in mind the number of cars that are along here, this was our only opportunity, really. But what we need to be doing is we need to be thinking, would I leave the car overnight here? So maybe it's probably not convenient to park opposite there, but also we're looking for things like double white lines or restricted parking areas on the side of the road, that sort of thing. That
Double white lines.
double yellow lines.
All right.
It's getting the end of the day.
So like that all the time,
So we wouldn't be able to park on double yellow lines, for example, or any restricted
Right.
parking areas.
Right.
So we just need to be aware of that when we park.
That's good.
And relax your feet.
Yeah, so just think. It's the mirrors.
Yeah.
At the comeback in, it's the mirrors. Signal if
Signal.
necessary. The position.
Yeah.
The speed. If you think about the look routine, there's the look routine to look around you afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that signal at the beginning,
Yeah.
or consider the signal at the beginning, yeah? Because the detail of mentioning that to me makes me think about the signal.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have to learn that, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah? No, that's good. No problem.